Vikings lose to the LA Rams, the previous 2-4, now 3-4 LA Rams Thursday night football on the road by a final score of 30-20. As this video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Two things that I'm going to go all the way off on because I quite frankly don't give a damn anymore. Brian Flores, the defense has been exposed. You've been figured out. The pass rush was non-existent today. So much so that Matthew Stafford was sacked a grand total of, get this, 0 times. 2 quarterback hits over the course of a 4-quarter game. Are you kidding me? The cornerbacks, Byron Murphy Jr., outside of the couple of great plays that had big time impact that he had, as good as he was on those plays where he got an interception, where he had a big time pass breakup for what I thought was going to be a touchdown pass to Tutu Atwell. As great as he was on those plays, he was equally bad on the other side. Shaq Griffin, he gave up his first score today as a Vikings cornerback, so I'm going to tread lightly there. Maybe he can bounce back. Stephon Gilmore, what the hell was that? You clearly don't have the cornerbacks to play man coverage, which is why you play exclusively zone coverage, which these teams, we were talking about this through the first 5 games, how teams about 3 or 4 times a game, they can get those deep passes over the middle for big completions to their receivers. And now it's been completely figured out. Puka Nacua rehabbed his way to over 100 yards on this Brian Flores-led defense. Demarcus Robinson, when was the last time you heard of this guy's name? A journeyman wide receiver. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns against this Brian Flores-led defense. KOC, as much as I criticized him 4 days ago against the Detroit Lions, I don't think there's anything more than he could have done in this game, having to overcome the deficiencies of this Vikings defense. Christian Darrisaw, he got hurt. The severity of it, we're going to have to monitor that. David Kessenberry, he comes in. He was a disaster. This defense was Ed Donatel's defense in 2022. This defense, what we have seen is Mike Zimmer as he was on his way out. That level of defense where it's just straight up pure hot, sick ass. 2 games now, back-to-back games. What we saw tonight, Thursday night football against the LA Rams, what we saw 4 days ago against the Detroit Lions, it's official. This defense is cooked. You don't have the corners to be able to play man on man, so you have to exclusively go zone. And if the pass rush isn't there, if they can't get home, then it's open season on this secondary. And how many times did we see tonight when the rare occasions when you were able to get a stop on 3rd down, this defense negated it by penalties? And I'm going to get to the second thing that I'm going to go off on. But first, sign up for BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Get a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000. Just use the promo code YouTube150. Now then, the second gripe that I have with this game, and make no mistake about it, this is not the main reason why the Vikings lost, but it needs to be said. This officiating crew is a total disgrace. They're a bunch of clowns. And since you want to be the stars of this game, we're going to call each and every official out by name. And I understand that the NFL doesn't like criticisms directed towards their officiating crews. They will find players, coaches, front office executives if you say anything other than these referees are great. But I'm an independent YouTuber. I can say anything I want. These referees are clowns, and I'm going to call them out by name. And NFL, I dare you to try and do anything about it. Down 28-20. This is the final drive for the Vikings. You need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. You're pinned down in your own territory. And Sam Darnold gets called for a sack, which leads to a safety, when in actuality, there was a clear, blatant face mask penalty that happened that the referee that stood right there behind the back of the end zone looked at it and called nothing. Huh? You call all of these flags, which, by the way, the referees, you want to talk about flags? We did a drinking game during the live stream where it's like, hey, take a drink every time a flag comes out. The referees called 15 penalties in this game. You call all these penalties in this contest. You don't call that something that blatantly happened in your face? So, okay, you want to be stars so bad? And by the way, these referees get paid on average $200,000 to be stupid. Think about how hard it is that you work. And I'm talking about you, the viewer, watching this right now. How hard you work, whether it's to make ends meet or even if you're living a comfortable lifestyle, you still work hard at what it is that you do. And if you screw up, then guess what? You're going to face ramifications. You're going to face some sort of punishment. These idiots, they screw up all the time. And what punishment do they get? Nothing. $200,000 to work 18 weeks to be stupid. You want to be stars so bad? Referees? Head referee, Trey Blake. Umpire, Carl Paganelli. Down judge, Patrick Turner. Line judge, Tom Eaton. Field judge, Merle Robinson. Side judge, Don Willard. Back judge, Grantis Bell. Replay official, Tyler Caramelli. Replay assistant, Tim Robinson. You're all a bunch of frauds. You don't deserve your paychecks, but you're going to get paid anyway, and you're going to live all fat and happy. You've lost your damn minds. Huh? Because for these referees in the National Football League, by and large, they have no problem calling all of these ticky-tack penalties, just ruining the flow of the game. And I get it that for the most part, it's the players that are causing these penalties, but it has just made the game virtually unwatchable at times. You have no problem calling all of these ticky-tack calls, but you sit there and watch a blatant penalty happen right in front of your face and you do nothing about it because you are soft as ice cream. I want to know the exact name of that referee sitting back there, lumping around, farting around, watching that face mask and didn't call the penalty. I want to know who you are. And try me, NFL. I'm just getting started. That drive should have kept on going. We're never going to know what could have been because of these idiot ass referees. Meanwhile, the main reason why the Vikings lost is because of the defense. 2016, is this the sequel to what we saw 8 years ago? I don't know, man. It's clear that the defense has been figured out, and as easy as it looked with how the Vikings were performing and thinking that it was going to be a straight line, constant performance the rest of this schedule, now you have to look at every game saying that anything's possible. It's up in the air. It might be a coin toss. So far, are they free falling? I can't get there yet. If you lose to the Colts, then we need to have that conversation. But the defense is ass. They're fraudulent. What we saw from the first 5 games no longer exists. And these referees are jokes. The fact that they get paid $200,000 for 18 weeks of work. It's a disgrace to the working class of this great country, the United States of America. You guys are clowns, referees. And, I would go over the list of names again, but that would be redundant. I did it already before. But anytime this happens again, you want to be stars so bad, I'm going to go down the list of names. because I want to know who you are. We criticize these players and coaches and GMs all the time. Why can't we do it with the refs? I'm going to start it on this channel, damn it. Again, shout out to the folks at BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. We'll see you next time.